Hey guys, Jordan AJ here with the Death Guard June updates, and boy, as the resident Death Guard enjoyer, do I have some shit to talk about today. That being, nothing. It's so good that nothing has happened. Holy shit. Nurglings are up points across the board. It has nothing to do with Death Guard, well, mostly, but like in most, you see them ran a lot in Knights and other units that don't have access, or any other detachments that don't have access to infiltrators. That's it. That's the only thing we got touched with. I think we should enjoy this period of growth because this comes from a warning. I think that no big data slate changes are going to happen. We're going to happen this time around because with the 4 Chaos God and all their legions out, they're probably going to take it over the summer for competitive play before we see any great point increases. That's my take, and we can talk about all the stuff that's going to go up at another point. But right now, the only thing that went up is Nurglings, which I'm totally fine with. Still surprised, but I'm totally fine with just Nurglings going up. AJ, anything to add?
I'm coping and I'm seething.
Okay, we love that. On to the Death Guard updates. Two things have been clarified. There is no rapid ingress with Death Shroud anymore because in the movement phase is when they can set up 6 inches from afflicted units. Um, that's pretty much it. Like, it's a clarification. It was a little weird, but I'm glad. For the FAQs, for you mentally ill individuals who thought that the Plague Burst Crawler's Sporeland Shockwave was every time it hit an opponent, you are mentally ill. Get help. FAQ haters, you guys are glue huffers. If you disagree with this FAQ, you're huffing glue. This is what you look like. I don't know why people in this community thought this was every fucking turn, but you guys are actually huffing glue. This is you. Stop it. Um, for the Badlands data slate, nothing. Nothing got touched. That's good. This stagnation is amazing. Um, with that, there's two big updates. Lord of Contagions on the 50 millimeter base, and they put our fucking Defiler on 160. What a fucking rip. Ripperino to the crab. RIP the Defiler. This thing will probably go to Legends next year. Or
Yeah,
this
probably.
thing's going to Legends at 11th. This being put on 160 is dog shit with how competitive terrain is and just how fucking big the 160 millimeter base is. This fucking blows. Just RIP the crab. um, That's all that I have to talk about. But for my Nurgle players out there, please enjoy this season of growth. Let our bellies swell with victory and spread Nurgle's glorious gifts with unrelenting fecundity. Because an era of decay looms on the horizon, and it's one that we're going to have to endure pretty well. Because, and we could talk about this, uh, Death Guard's fucking busted. I think Plague Marines battle line being T7, thematic as fuck. Them being what 180 for a 10 man. Um, or sorry, 190 for a 10 man is insane. These will see north of 200 in the next update. They will probably see 210, 220 at the most. The Photide Blowtron spam that's going on, that I know everyone's doing, is going to stop. The normal Photide Blowtron is probably going to go up to 120, and the Photide Blowtron with a heavy blight launcher will probably see. Well, Photide Blowtron might go up to 100 points, but Photide Blowtrunner with a heavy blight launcher with D6 plus 2 attacks, hitting on threes, strength 10, EP minus 2, damage 3 is busted. That thing is oppressive as fuck, and that is going to go up as well. That and Death Shroud, maybe. Well, Death Shroud probably, but the Photide Blowtrones are going up, Plague Marines are going up, and um, Death Shroud are going up for sure. I think GW learned from their CSM shit, from nerfing shit into the ground day one, is not Gucci or not a good way to balance things, and we're probably gonna need our teeth kicked in at the end of the summer. AJ?
I think you're absolutely right. I think like this is shocking to me that like Death Guard barely got touched. Like
Yeah.
Nurglings is the only thing. And even Nurglings didn't like really get that big of a points nerf. I mean, didn't you like Nurglings get like 10 points like extra for just like the 3-man squad?
Yeah, it was 5 up and 10 for the six
Mm,
man.
okay, sorry. But yeah, I figured like as I we kind of talked a little bit about this, But I figure like, okay, Poxwalkers for the 10-man squad, it's gonna go up like 10
Oh
points.
yeah, AJ
Like,
thinks the Pogswalker is gonna go up. Those are probably gonna go up too. Those are just auto includes for Death Guard. Those will go up. Poxwalkers will be enjoy cheap Poxwalkers for now, kids.
yeah, I mean, especially if like, especially with that one attachment that gives you guys infiltrate with those
No, those
Poxwalkers.
those are innate. Those come built in. That's why they're gonna go
Oh,
up in price because it's all infiltrate.
oh god, then that's even worse. But my point still stands though. Is like I'm surprised that Poxwalkers didn't get touched. I'm surprised that your Plague Marines didn't get touched. That like your Termies didn't get touched, or that the Pathetic Blight Hauler didn't get touched.
Blight haulers will go up too.
Yeah, I could see your characters staying where they are. I
Yeah.
don't think. I mean, maybe Typhus goes up like 5 points if they want to be cheeky, but like I can't see anything really going up, like any characters wise, like anything going up, like by anything like meaningful,
Yeah.
other than to just be like, well, look at this, guys. Your Lord of Contagion is now like 5 extra points.
Lord of
See, we
Contagions is
do
already
care
very
about
fucking. Lord
balance.
of Contagions already really expensive. He does a
Yeah,
lot,
that's
but
true.
he's expensive. I would hope for at the end of the summer, seeing the Plague Burst Crawler go down to 180 points. I would like to see a 15-point drop on that.
Yeah, you think a 15-point drop is like what you're gonna get?
Yep. I would hope. Probably not, because when they did the indirect
I could.
change, when they did the indirect changes,
Mhm.
so where you have to hit on a 4 up, uh, they did not get touched at all, which was really weird. So I hope they go down in points because they're very overcosted at the moment. I think, well, with the night changes, not so much, but we'll have to allude to that for another time. But yeah, that's pretty much all for the Death Guard today. Very short changes. Basically, didn't get touched. RMP the Defiler and enjoy this cycle of growth. Spread Nurgle's pestilence in his name. May we enjoy this harvest while it lasts. All right, lasts. All right, see you guys in the next one.